The world saw a child star, a smiling kid with a perfect voice. But behind the scenes, Michael Jackson was becoming deeply frustrated. Because while millions of fans loved him, he felt trapped. During the 1970s, the Jackson family belonged to Motown Records, the legendary label that helped launch black artists into mainstream America. But for Michael, Motown had become a cage.
Executives controlled the songs, the image, the direction, even the personality of the group. Michael was still being marketed as the adorable kid from the Jackson 5. But internally, he was changing. He wanted darker music, more emotion, more artistic control. He studied great performers obsessively. James Brown, Fred Astaire, Stevie Wonder. And slowly, a dangerous thought began forming in his mind. What if I become bigger than the group itself? Part of that ambition came from pressure.
And much of that pressure came from his father, Joe Jackson. Joe pushed his children relentlessly. Rehearsals could last for hours. Mistakes were punished. Perfection was demanded. Michael would later describe his childhood as emotionally painful, a life built around fear, discipline, and non-stop performance. And as Michael got older, he quietly began trying to escape that control. Not publicly, not dramatically, but strategically. Every hit song, every creative decision, every new success pulled him further away from his father's shadow. Then came the album that changed everything. Off the Wall. Produced with the legendary Quincy Jones, the album sounded nothing like the old Jackson 5 era. It was smoother, sharper, more mature. Michael wasn't a child anymore. Songs like Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, Rock With You became massive hits. For the first time, people started seeing Michael Jackson as a solo artist, not just the lead singer of a family group. And yet, despite the success, Michael was furious. Off the Wall sold millions. Critics loved it. Fans loved it. The radio loved it. But at major award shows, Michael felt ignored. He believed the music industry still refused to fully accept him as the future of pop music. Some around him believed race played a role. At the time, black artists often faced invisible barriers in mainstream pop entertainment. And Michael took that personally. Very personally. One producer later described his reaction like this. Michael didn't just want success anymore. He wanted domination. Fast-paced montage, dance rehearsals, recording studios, Michael practicing spins alone. After Off the Wall, Michael became obsessed. He wanted the next album to be impossible to ignore. Every song had to sound like a hit. Every performance had to feel historic. Every movement had to become iconic. People around him said he worked endlessly, rehearsing dance routines, re-recording vocals, studying audiences, perfecting every tiny detail. He wasn't trying to compete with other singers anymore. He was trying to reinvent celebrity itself. And that obsession would soon create an album that changed music forever. Thriller. The world remembers the legend, the glove, the moonwalk, the screaming fans. But before all of that, there was a young artist fighting. His label, his image, the industry, his past, and even his own family, all to prove one thing, that he was not just a former child star. he was about to become the biggest entertainer on Earth.
If you want to see more stories of famous people, subscribe and hit the like button so you don't lose the next video. Peace out.